And we are back. So, two teams going on today are Astro and Deadlock right now for match one. Astro, Boos, you faced them. What do you have to say about Astro?
So, Astro, what I like about the team is that Astro has these very interesting comps simply make work. Uh, Unfortunately, we've seen games where it did not, but if Astro can bring their comps back the way that they did and play this game nicely and correctly, then we could see some amazing plays by both teams. I'm very interested to see how Deadlock will combat this.
All right, so am I because Deadlock, unfortunately, they've had to use a lot of subs. They had a couple people who had to drop out, including you, unfortunately. Life happens. And so they're using 2 subs today on their roster. Last minute thing. So I don't know how this is going to go amazingly. They could work together really well because I imagine they've practiced together at least a little bit, or it could work, or it could just be a disaster. We don't know yet. We'll find out in a few seconds exactly how they're going to take this.
Right.
All right, Swift just joined the chat just as the game got started because Swift will be commentating on between matches on team comps and how things went. But right now we've got Splat Zones. Oh, I didn't fix the score from last time. Astro in the orange. And in the blue we've got, or purple we've got Deadlock. And here are the comps.
Right. Already their ballpoint is putting some pressure on zone.
Astro looks like it's focusing more on getting paint on their side, getting their specials out. 2 down on Astro's side, though. Looks like they're already getting things started. And first control to Deadlock, but it looks like there's a Booyah Bomb coming out to Astros. That's going to change the other. Nope, never mind. Deadlock has... Oh, every time I say something about who's got control, someone dies.
That's commentator's curse for you.
Well, right now...
We see Gold Shard is trying to get these picks here.
Oh, yeah. Both sides has Booyah Bomb, which is very important for this map. 2 Booyah Bombs can completely cover it and change the whole thing. And 1 well-placed Booyah Bomb can cause quite a lot of havoc.
Then getting the double, did you see that?
Unfortunately, no, it wasn't focused on my screen. We've got... nice pick on Kabawa there. Trying to cap zone, and they did it. Astro has to make a play soon because they're running out of time. That timer is going down 30, down and below the 30s now, and they still haven't made a push.
Yeah, Deadlock is just not letting them take this back here. They're trying to find a place to push in, and Astro is just failing.
Oh, right into the ditch. That happens at least once a match here, I've found. Splat wall kill.
Same with Gold Shard.
Oh, I think that's going to be it for game 1, and Astro could not even get started there.
Oh yeah, no, they were trying to find so many leadways and it just didn't happen. Deadlock just kept taking the zone. Actually, in fact, Deadlock didn't even let them touch the zone, and whenever they did, they just told them, nope, back off.
Oh, that was not what we want to have happen in a first match. Not what we want to have happen in a first match. That was, well, to say it yet again, pretty terrible for... I bet Astro can come back. They're just getting warmed up. They're absolutely getting warmed.
Yeah, this is the first game.
All right, if Swift is out there, Swift is supposed to be helping.
Yeah.
Hello. Hey, Swift.
Well, it seemed like Astro. Hello. It seemed like Astro had like the right comp, and they really tried. I just feel like their coordination didn't play into the map of Sturgeon, where they have to like use ledges and different opportunities to go places. Instead, they kind of went in by themselves. They used their specials at different times. It just wasn't coordinated enough to beat a team like Deadlock, who is who's a lot more coordinated that match. They used their specials at the right time. It felt like they were just a little more in control that entire game, and Astro just couldn't get back in.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. They never they had a few good attempts with the different booyah bombs, but they were painted over so quickly it didn't do much.
Yeah, and one thing, just like the rest of their team should really be like going in with their specials, and it feels like they kind of just wasted them at certain points. They would just go in, they wouldn't really get enough time to actually do anything with them.
Mm, that
I agreed.
that is an issue. So let's hope they're just getting warmed up and they haven't really gotten started today, because they can still fix this. They can still come back from that. Absolutely. It's only match
They
one.
can.
Both teams, they're taking their times choosing their weapons. They're not quite ready to go. They're looking and going, maybe that, well, maybe that didn't, but Clam Blitz on the Reef is a very different mode. Clam Blitz is all about coordination. And this may be Astro's time
Yes,
to make
very
a
much
comeback.
agree.
This may be Astro's time to make a comeback, because, as I said, Deadlock has a few subs playing today. Having those few subs may make them less practiced, less able to coordinate their pushes. Though I suppose we'll find out in just a few seconds.
The game is starting and we are about to see these comps. I cannot wait. I'm eager to see what they play here.
Well, Clam Blitz on the Reef, everything's set to go. We have Astro in the blue, Deadlock in the green. And let's take a look at those comps. Not too heavy on the
Running the
back.
ballpoint.
Is ballpoint really a
Right.
backline now? It's. I'd almost say both of these
I
are.
would say it's more of a mid, depending on the play style.
Yeah, so both teams no backlines. That's a
Keeping
risky
left side. It is.
A lot of fighting going on. We've got the first power clam and destroyed. They're not going in there. Very nice defense from Astro. so
Cancelled.
far.
Just not letting them push in here. They had a very nice setup, but it just didn't happen. Astro had an amazing defensive play there.
Both sides have about 13, 14 clams. Enough for a push, not enough for a big push. Clams, you really want to go big or not go anywhere. Both sides down one. They're very even. Astro felt out Deadlock in game one, and now they're going, yeah, we got your number. Nice pick.
Yeah, I agree. I like the way the Rapid here is kind of just putting as much aggression as possible. He does
Oh.
die though, and so does the Pro by Astro.
Commentator's curse. But we've got a push from Jazz, and yes, that is the first push. But are they going to be able to follow up on it? Nito's trying. Nito missed. Nito missed both those clams. They just went straight into Kabawa's hands, and they're... I'd almost rather have no push at all than a push with just the power clam.
The juniors trying to take this here. They're all trying to take this here. They're trying to get a pick or two off just so they can get a push. The NZAP does pop the armor. Again, Astro is playing a lot of aggressiveness, a lot of defensive here. Go for the aggressiveness, and it's just not happening.
No, they've got to make a push of their own soon. But they can't get the clams. Both sides have the same number of clams again. 10 clams does not make a push in Clam Blitz. It makes a score, but you don't just want scores.
Yeah, agreed. They're gonna need to build up specials here, build up clams. You're gonna have to do a lot of building up here. I mean, they did just take off 3. We might see them get a nice push in here.
Yeah, 3 down. But
Coming back for the clam ball.
jumped it in, and now they're throwing in every other clam. They use their pity very well. That's the number one reason you don't want to just score once. You give the other people a pity clam, and they know how to use it. Down below 50. And they're still going. Basket's not closed
And
yet.
they're still going.
Oh. That makes up for a lot of the misses earlier.
Agreed.
All right. Astro, you're going to have to make quite a... Well, they got into Power Clam, but can they get anything after that?
Double teaming going on here. Up against Nathan, the strafes are amazing.
They could not
Forced
get
to
any...
use the ball.
They can't get anything else in. Deadlock has that locked down too tightly.
When Deadlock gets it locked down, man, nobody's going past them. Their defense, once they have everything they need, is just so good. So I want to see Astro pull some aggressiveness on there.
Oh, we've got double Power Clams going in now, and oh, there goes one.
Yep, they did get canceled.
Yeah, no retrieving that one, but they've got the other waiting. Astro doesn't have any clams right now. They can't do anything like that. They've got 1 minute left, and...
Oh, he missed
What is... That's the second miss.
it.
I know Clams is a hard mode.
That is the second miss today.
I know Clams is a hard mode, but this is...
Deadlock is just not letting them touch them, man. They're just continuously pushing, continuously being aggressive, and it's just not going well for Astro. It is 25 seconds on the clock. Will Astro get a comeback here?
There's always the chance. I've seen some pretty amazing comebacks in Clam Blitz. But to get a comeback, you've got to go somewhere. You've got to push, and they don't seem to be pushing with enough clams. They've got that pity clam back at base. This will go into overtime, but they don't have enough to follow up with it right now. Maybe it won't.
Yeah, they
seem
to try to get into
Oh,
bridge.
that's it.
They
That's
pushed it in.
it.
Smart play. They did not. Honestly, the thing with Deadlock, man, is when they have everything they need, they are just not letting anybody push in their objective. Very smart plays by both teams, but Deadlock just did not give them the opportunity to push.
Splats on both sides were pretty even. 9 ink armors from Nathan. That may have made a lot of difference there.
Yeah, especially the fact that he plays such an aggressive defensive junior just promotes so much more of both aggressiveness and support.
Agreed.
Yeah, and I like the attempt that Deadlock was going for. I feel like they were in the right. Astro. I like what Astro is doing. I like their comp. They went anchorless for clams. They tried their best to actually make pushes, but once they used all their specials, they did not play aggressive enough. They kind of pushed back a little bit. They didn't go in enough to actually get some value off the specials they popped, and that forced them to only be able to get in a couple clams and not being able to get the picks off, which they needed to get more clams in.
Yeah, I noticed that. They kept, when they started pushing, they were, kept being that they had people go down who had clams, or they didn't have enough clams when they pushed. When they tried to get together a large group of clams, they had people go down who are carrying those clams. I think that they were trying to get together a lot of individual clams and throw them in one by one, but then they kept losing them because people got splatted. What they really needed to do there was get together 2, 3, even 4 power clams if they left that pity behind, and then just go in all at once. If they get one person through, get 2 picks, go in, throw them all in. Power clams are not as much as individual clams, but they can make such an impact because they can go so fast.
Yeah,
Right.
and it just seemed like a bloodbath for most of the game, just not being able to get anything done for a lot of the team. It felt like it was at a stalemate for the longest time, and then like it would just like one team would just spiral out. Yeah, you have to play more like balance of the entire game instead of more like up and down, and that's really what happened, and why Astro kind of lost that game is I felt like they had some great moments, but during the rest of the game they were just down.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, the name of the team is Deadlock, so I honestly, they are living up to their name right now, even though they do have 2 subs. Honestly, for 2 subs, they're playing it very nicely, though they know both of them.
Well, we're going into game 3 now. Tower control at Macomart. Everyone's favorite map and mode combo, I'm sure. Astro in the
Double
purple.
bucket.
Deadlock in the green,
Interesting.
and you can
This
immediately.
is the first time.
Nope, not what you were expecting there, double bucket.
No, I'm saying this isn't the first time they've pulled a double bucket. I'm interested to see how they play this, and they have a charger. One of the buckets is gone though.
Oh, 2 down on the side of Astro already. And Deadlock's making the first push. They are just swarming.
Off. Should do anything. The charger is trying to get a pick, but Juan Tatsu is just on him.
Oh, they're
Double
too
direct by
direct.
Shard.
Holy. Remind
Shard is just not letting them leave.
me never to play against.
Mind you.
I would not want to have to go up against that. And that's past the second checkpoint. Astro, you've got to do something here.
Touchdown as well. We're going to do. I'm curious. I want to see how they push in here. Well, Charger is taking the tower. Shard watched him. He did get the pick off.
They've got to take care of Shard. That's what Astro's got to do here. They've got to take care of that blaster. Splat the blaster, make a push, blaster returns, splat them again, keep pushing.
Right, but they do need to watch Juan Tatsu as well. He is really good at soloing here.
Well,
Looks like they took your advice. They took out the blaster and they took out the heavy.
I'd almost think they could hear me. They're making their push now because they're up 2 people, and they. But will it be enough? The blaster's back on that flat, making pain in the neck for everyone. They got past the first checkpoint. That's a good start. Almost had that splashdown Getzel on. Ah, Charger got him. Good job.
Will take the pick though.
Blaster is still. Nope, never mind. Blaster's down. Oh, Booyah to the tower. You can't do anything about that.
No, you
But-
cannot. And Kaba is just watching everybody on the tower, really playing his backline amazing here. Will be getting pushed by the end zap. Will they take the kill? And they did.
Pretty even right now. 1 down on both sides.
What do you see Astro doing here in order to take this back?
Well, they had a good start earlier when they got that double, and immediately, like I said before, they take out. They have 2 people really on top of them. But that blaster is making their lives a misery. But they've got. But they've also got Deadlock is traveling in packs. 1v1s, I don't think they're doing that well. But they don't 1v1. Oh, well, they've only got 1 left, so they're gonna have. Never mind, Booyah Bomb onto the tower. That is why I play heavy in tower control. Heavy mix.
Booyah Bomb as well. There was only 1 guy there. I would have migrated upwards and Booyah Bomb there, but
Booyah Bomb to the tower ensures that they can't keep pushing it. Makes them get off, gives you some space. Even if. So now they're down 3 again. Astro, this is your chance. This is the second time they're down 3.
well, Deadlock is trying to play for the defensive. He did get the pick on the
Oh.
person on the tower.
Nathan got
On
at
the
least a
left side
double
over
there. Nathan got at least a double there, maybe a triple. Very good slaying for. Slaying juniors aren't the thing I normally want to see, but it's working very well for him right now.
Beauty of Nathan's Jr. is that he makes it to where he can promote both an aggressive, defensive, and supportive play style. Working, so I'm not complaining.
I still
Monsanto is
think
trying to
Astro.
watch the flanks though.
I still think Astro can take this. They've got 40 seconds. There's not that much difference in scores. Only 1 checkpoint stands between them. If they can get that tower back and they can make a nice play, they can still take this.
I want to see them getting superior ping and just pushing it in here.
Well, they're making their move now. Kawa's got a nice pick up with that heavy. They're going trying to see backliner fight. Heavy has to reposition, but oh, there comes the Booyah Bomb. And they survived with the splashdown. That was impressive.
I did not think that was gonna be a
I
survival there, but oh, it's an
oh
overtime.
ah, but they lost the tower,
Not able to pull that back. They did lose the tower. Very unfortunate. GG's though.
and Deadlock takes it.
Does take it.
Deadlock took it in a sweep. I was not expecting that.
Man,
Wow.
Deadlock, what I love about them is they can be both aggressive, they can be both defensive, and when I say they really do put you in a deadlock, I mean it, man. They just do not let people attack them. Once they've gotten their lead, that's all they need.
I was not expecting that. Yeah, and over in the staff discussion zone, they're like, "Wait, did we just? Yes, we won that because it's first to 5 for this set, first to 7 once they're in the semifinals. But they've got a little bit of a break for that." Swift, are you around still?
Yeah, I am, and I don't know what Astra's approach there was. I feel like they got so many picks and they did the right things that game, but they weren't able to push the tower. They didn't get the important picks that they needed. They didn't get that heavy remix that had to be a bomb that just shut down their push. They didn't get those picks that really mattered to be actually able to take the lead. Unlike Deadlock, where they killed their Stingray, so they didn't have a Stingray ready. They killed their armor users. It felt like a lot more of a balanced approach than who kind of fell up and down.
Yeah.
I agree. It didn't go either way here. So Astro was trying to do something and it just didn't happen.